We come from the cracks in the concrete floor where hope gave up, we asked for more. Grit in our teeth, blood in our spit. This ain't a game, but I bet you quit. You tried to silence what we became. We start the fire with gasoline. We are the storm, you can't outrun. Blackout is born, and we've just begun. There's no light left, no turning back. Built for the dark, found in black. We are the blackout. We are the blackout. We are all spotlights, no easy road. We made a kingdom from the cold. Every loss, gained every win. They tied me up, can't see again. You tried to silence what we became. We start the fire, we're gasoline. We are the storm, you can't outrun. And we've just begun.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode with 3Dub Wrestling right here tonight in Fresno, California for episode 4 of Blackout. Guys, we are excited to have you here tonight. I am Dewey Danielson, as always, calling all of the action here on Blackout. And guys, let's take a quick look at this card that's coming to you tonight. And our first matchup announced here, we've got Scott Adams versus Devil Dog Hartford. Big singles matchup. As we move into another singles matchup tonight, John Fuhrhelm and Warren Peace going at it. We've got another one-on-one matchup, Dyrgos with his brother Martrix in the corner against Drew Tanner and his brother Jacob Fowler in the corner. We've got Twan Montana looking to defeat the odds against Jeroen Mercury with LOS in his corner. And then we've got Josh Armstrong, a big long-awaited interview with Josh Armstrong regarding his suspension. We've also got Dylan Mason, the international champion, here tonight in the ring. And our main event, much anticipated, Chris Connolly, the guaranteed money briefcase holder, against the Star Killer, Chris Harris. A massive main event here tonight on Blackout. Guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button on 3Dub Wrestling's YouTube page and hit the notifications bell so you can get all of the premier E-Fed entertainment right here with 3Dub Wrestling. And here we go, guys. The Star Killer, CFT and company making their way to the ring to open the show here tonight. And we know how it went the last time Chris Harris opened the show. Well, let's see how it goes here tonight. Please welcome at this time, representing members of Townsend Enterprises, the global champion, CFT, the women's television champion, Danny Moore, and the Star Killer, Chris Harris. And of course, accompanied by their muscle, Big Lance Hagen. On the last episode of Blackout, guys, Townsend Enterprises ran amok on the entire roster. Will that be the case again here tonight in Fresno? We're going to find out. We'll get some opening statements from Harris and, well, CFT here.
That's right. Go ahead. Shower me with your booze. That's right. That's right. I love it. Your boos are music to my ears. What you all saw 2 weeks ago firsthand, ladies and gentlemen, was an exhibit of what Townsend Enterprises is capable of. The general manager, Hunter Deal, inserted Noah Youngblood into our business, and Noah Youngblood will likely never be seen in a 3-dub ring ever again. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. But not only that, justice was served. After John Awesome needlessly provoked Chris Harris, and then needlessly attacked an attendant backstage, John Awesome was suspended from 3-dub wrestling. Exactly what needed to be done. John Awesome has no place here in 3-dub. He's too dangerous, he's too unsafe, and hopefully this suspension will teach him not to mess with Townsend Enterprises. But what happened to Noah Youngblood will happen to many other people by the time this season is over. And that is not me making an empty threat either. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a promise. Anybody who steps in the path of Townsend Enterprises will be trampled, stomped on, destroyed, and left in a hospital bed. This is our show, this is our turf, and before you know it, every title in this promotion will belong to us. The tag team titles will be ours. The national championship will be ours. The international championship will be ours. The extreme television championship will be ours. We've already got one women's title, and the other one will soon be ours. And also, how could I forget? The World Heavyweight Championship will be ours, regardless of anybody's precious undefeated streak. But I believe the Star Killer here has a few things to say.
Oh, CFT, you already know that the Star Killer's got plenty to say every single time he steps into this ring. That's exactly why. And you can look it up if you don't believe me. The segments where the Star Killer, I don't even have to be in a match. Even though when I am in a match, oh my God. Yeah. 3-dub wrestling, that viewership goes all the way up. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Dewey, I hear you over there. You better shut your little mouth, my guy. You better shut up before I come out there. Because you know I will. Ain't nobody off limits, so you might want to shut the hell up, Dewey. All jokes aside, I brought a new game out. And that new game is a casino game. You know, we make bets. Because this is the killer's table, right? So we make bets all across the board. And this new game is about hexagons. And it just so happens that it hit me one day. Just a couple days ago, it hit me. I said this game should be called Hexen. Ooh, yeah, I figured you guys would like that. I figured each and every single one of you fat, ugly pieces of shit would like that. Oh, man. This new game is called Hexen. And it's strategic. It's elusive. It's exactly what 3-dub wrestling needs. But there's a little bit of an obstacle. There's an obstacle in a couple ways. Over here right now, you know? Chris Connolly, I called you out for a reason. I wanted to face you on Blackout for a reason, my guy. You have the guaranteed money contract, so you can cash that in at any time. Well, now that this match is official, Connolly, I can see exactly what you have in that ring. Whether you give me 5%, whether you give me 105%, I'm going to fill you out. I'm going to tear you down. And when the day comes that I, the Star Killer, baby, Chris Harris, wins that world championship, and then you decide to cash in because I can see the future, you know? And I feel like This is exactly what's going to happen. You're going to pick and choose to the ultimate opportunity. And you know what? I would do the exact same thing. But the thing is, Chris Connolly, after you choose that opportunity and the Star Killer slips in out of nowhere and you get the full Monty, which means lights out, done deal. After that, it's going to be Chris Harris as the world champ. And it's coming. I know you guys can smell it. You can feel it coming in the air tonight. Freedom. Yeah, shut. Come on, shut the hell up. You guys can boo all you boo. Yeah, you're mostly choking on your popcorn, you fat pieces of shit. Anyways, I'm gonna quit tending to you ugly bunch of rejects here in the 1st to 25th to actually all the way up rows. I'm gonna turn my attention to this woman right here.
All right, here we go.
Danny. Wow. Ever since I met you, girl, I knew that there was something here. But now that we're together, it is something so extraordinary. Here in 3-Dub, they've never had nothing like this. A dominant woman and a dominant man. Oh, baby. Hexon and Chris Connolly gonna find out what a dominant man look like. You don't know what I'm talking about,
come
girl.
on.
Come on.
What's he getting at here?
But anyways, my beautiful Danny, I just wanted to ask you one thing. I know it's been just a short time, but I already know right now deep in my soul, girl, you're meant to be. So will you?
Oh, wait a second.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who? Who is this? Wait a damn minute. Chris Harris was about to pop the big question. And now we have somebody. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Is that the Hall of Famer? The Hall of Famer, Bella Roberts. What in the world? My goodness, guys. What's she doing here?
Christopher.
Oh,
I heard
man.
you making a big announcement tonight, but I didn't expect this.
You don't talk to him, you talk to me.
Oh, boy.
Excuse me? Who are you to tell me what to do?
I'm the TV champion, bitch.
Oh, man. I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Okay? You might be the TV champ, but I'm the queen.
This makes for really good
Wait a
TV,
minute.
I have to say. And that's part of my job, is to make good TV. But this is no way for you to come back. So we'll make your debut match on the next episode.
All right. Bella
Good to see you
Roberts.
back. As for Harris, if you want a spot at Hexen at Summer of Sin, then you have to beat Connolly
Connolly.
tonight in the main event.
Oh, man. Guys, look at this. The Hall of Famer, Bella Roberts, has returned. And we'll have a match next episode. And Harris has to beat Connolly tonight.
July 20th, 1969. Apollo 11 lands on the moon, but what they found wasn't just lunar dust. Several insect-like fossils were excavated from the surface layer of the soil, remarkably well preserved. The astronauts scrutinized the specimens, each distinctly alien and otherworldly. Then Houston began giving instructions over a secure channel.
Tranquility Base, this is Houston. Let's proceed with stowage in the lunar module's forward compartment. Over.
As the module returns to Earth, it secretly carries specimens of the unknown, destined to change the course of history. Transported to a top-secret facility, the fossils are studied by military scientists away from prying eyes. Believing they've uncovered ancient fossils, the scientists commence their analysis. The creature's alien biology is unlike anything they've seen. As water and oxygen seeped into their exoskeletons, the once dormant creatures begin to stir. The scientists begin to realize that these were not fossils. They were still alive. A horrifying realization began to dawn on the scientists. They were wholly unprepared to contain these ancient beings using human technology.
Hey guys, what a big turn of events to start off the show here tonight. The return of Hall of Famer Bella Roberts. But we are gearing up for our first matchup of the evening, guys. Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Belgium, weighing 219 pounds, representing the Resistance, and accompanied by Matrix, who is one half of the Tag Team Champions, Dyrgos. That's right, one half of the Tag Team Champions here tonight. Dyrgos, former World Heavyweight Champion in action. He definitely has some history with the man he's going up against tonight. To anticipate defending the Tag Team Championships at Summer of Sin. Just a few weeks away, and tonight, gonna kick things off here. Here come the former champs. A little bit of a chip on their shoulder, especially from Jacob Fowler. And his opponent from New Hampshire, weighing 262 pounds, being accompanied by Jacob Fowler, representing Team Tap Out. Here's the Portsmouth Punisher, Drew Tanner. Former Fight Night champion, Drew Tanner, joined forces along Team Tap Out. And unfortunately, they did lose the titles to the Resistance back at Guaranteed Money. But going to try to get their footing back together. Try to regain them championships at Summer of Sin. That all starts here tonight. Can Drew Tanner get a good upper hand on the Resistance as we approach that tag title rematch? I think a big question is Jacob Fowler going to get involved here? Has Drew Tanner talked a little bit of sense into the man? You know, he has good intentions, but sometimes he's off the block a little bit. Look at Tanner. Struggling against the former world champ, current one half of the Tag Team Champs, Dyrgos. Slamming down Drew Tanner. Look at this now. Big springboard moonsault from the top rope. Gonna miss though, and that'll open up the window for Drew Tanner. Right back into the same concept here. Struggling around, Dyrgos trying to break himself free from the grasp of the Portsmouth Punisher, and it looks like he will. Turning things back around in the favor of Dyrgos. See if he can escape the grasp. No, rolled up into a pinfall, and it's Dyrgos now. 1 count. Kick out. Here's that moonsault again, this time catching a lot more than he did the last time. But it's Tanner back up to his feet. Standing drop kick, followed up by an elbow on Dyrgos. These teams have been showing a lot of respect to one another. And look at this. Early off in the matchup, the figure 4 reversed around by Dyrgos. The expert figure 4 leg locker is Drew Tanner, and a Hurricane Rana takes him down. Heard he's trying to show Jacob Fowler the correct way of doing the figure 4 leg lock. There's a lot of mentoring from Drew Tanner into Jacob Fowler in the mix of this. Here is Tanner in the corner. Knife edge chop. Nicely done, and now into a pinfall from Tanner with a 2 count. Kick out from Dyrgos. This team tap out, spending a lot of time in the dojo, preparing for the title rematch, and like I said, a little bit of mentoring from Drew Tanner and Jacob Fowler. And here's the springboard again. Man, Dyrgos overshooting. Might want to slow down on this. Pinfall again. 1 count, kick out. Couple of early pinfalls in this matchup. As we spill to the outside. And now it's Dyrgos, look out now! On the thin matted concrete. You can see the graphic at the bottom, guys. Don't forget, Summer of Sin. September 28th, as Dyrgos goes diving over the top rope. Some big announcements for the Summer of Sin premium live event that will take place after this show. Big announcements. And now Tanner. Ooh. Driving a knee down onto the arm of Dyrgos. We got a count of 7. We're going to get back in the ring here. And look at that. Jacob Fowler throwing in a kendo stick. That's the little edge that I've been talking about with Fowler. Likes to tend to break the rules a little bit. Maybe Drew Tanner can straighten him up with a nicely done fisherman suplex. Too close to the corner of the ropes to go for a pinfall. He's going to drag him away. Maybe that's what he's going for here. Maybe not. Maybe going for that figure 4 once again, but not in Dyrgos' book. And Dyrgos, look out now! Once again, and the hook of the leg. 2, kick out from Tanner. And oh man. Slingshot senton, not catching all of it again. I have to say, Dyrgos has been a little sloppy in this matchup. But he's holding his own here against the Portsmouth Punisher, the second longest reigning Fight Night champion. Look at Jacob Fowler with a few choice words to Dyrgos. Causing a little bit of distraction here as Drew Tanner gets back in the ring. Off the rope with an Irish whip and a neck breaker from Dyrgos, hemming him up. 2. Oh, man. Oh, my. Did he get it? He did. He got the 3 count. Dyrgos with a big victory here tonight. Even though he seemed to be a couple of steps off in this matchup. Still able to get the pinfall victory over Drew Tanner. And if that's the case, it's Summer of Sin. Our champions will remain champions. There it was right there, ladies and gentlemen. The 3 count for Dyrgos to get the victory here tonight in Fresno. Dyrgos! A little momentum over top of the former champs. And we know they are anticipating that title rematch. That's Summer of Sin, guys. Don't forget, that is the next premium live event coming right at you here in just a few weeks. Summer of Sin, Seattle, Washington. All hell will break loose. And as I mentioned a little bit ago, there is a special announcement regarding Summer of Sin, and that announcement will come after the show tonight. Be sure to be looking out for that on the 3Dub social media pages. Here we go. Please welcome from the Netherlands, Sander Cool. Sander Cool. Going through a little obstacle course of his own. Opting to sell his global championship to CFT a number of weeks ago in exchange for getting a World Heavyweight Championship match against Hexen, and that took place at guaranteed money. Unfortunately, Sander Cool would come up a little short, or some may say a lot short, in that matchup, and was unable to put down the Hexen and end the undefeated streak. So you got to imagine he's got a lot on his mind here tonight.
I want you all to sit down and take an opportunity to listen to your creator. Because you see, I've been thinking, ever since Guaranteed Money, I've been thinking about the deal with CFT. You see, I don't regret the opportunity. I don't regret what I got out of it. But I do regret the value of it. Because I got nothing to show for it. I got nothing valuable to take back from it. But I wanted to use that deal to set something right. To set something for you all right. And something personal for me too. I thought that deal was going to accomplish that. But clearly it didn't. Because all CFT has done has given me a false narrative. A deal that was set up to fail from the start. So how about I do this? How about I can set a personal right and get something valuable for you all. And the only way I'm gonna be able to do that is if I get my creation back. If I get my global championship back. So CFT, I've never been beaten. I've never been pinned. I've never been submitted. So how about you come down this ring and give me back my dreamed up global championship.
That's right. Sander Cool looking to come back for that global championship title. He's got a big feat to overcome if he thought the Hexen was bad enough. He's got to go through Townsend Enterprises to try to get that title back. Oh, wait a second.
We have done a lot of deep diving. I think we're close to something. But this might be the smoking gun. This might be the smoking gun. I found a guy who was working as a concession stand worker the night of the hit and run, and I have brought him here. He's gotten the immunity. We will take care of him. He's already eaten about 15 Bowberry biscuits, but I need you to protect me. Are you ready?
I'm always ready to help you, Mr. Franchise.
All right. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
All right. For the sake of the record, can you just give me your first name?
Wait a minute.
My name is Kyle.
That's
the American spirit.
That's the
is
venue
on your
worker.
side, Cal. You have nothing to fear, but it requires you to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So, if you could, tell Yakuza what you told me earlier about the events that happened after Guaranteed Money.
Like I said, I was selling popcorn that night, and when I went back to the staff room to refill, I seen John Awesome lurking around backstage. I seen him get into the car that hit Mr. Black.
John Awesome? Wow. John Awesome. On one side, I am disgusted by his behavior. But on the other side, I really want to give him a nice big hug and tell him that everything's going to be okay. You know what, Cal? You did so much good. We have some more Bojangles in the back. Plus, I did get you that limited edition Russell franchise Mad King autographed memorabilia that we agreed upon, and a sizable cash reward from the church, okay? So everything is going to be good.
Oh man, that's awesome. I can't wait to tell CFT.
CFT? Clarence?
Wait,
What do you mean?
Nothing.
You can't wait to show Clarence.
Oh man.
Something is fishy.
This is... The math ain't mathing. Yakuza, the math isn't mathing.
You gotta go, guys.
Don't you walk away.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe a little slip up.
Deal.
That's the venue
Brother
worker that claimed John Awesome
Me and
attacked him.
Yakuza, we got something that I think you need to hear.
そして私たちはつけに行きます。
Oh, big turn of events in the investigation on what happened with James Black and the hit and run situation. Guys, that was the venue worker that claimed John Awesome attacked him. Now he's claiming John Awesome is the one that hit James Black. I don't know, man. Something seems a little fishy about this. Just like Yakuza said. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from England, weighing 227 pounds, the badass Brit, Scott Adams. Scott Adams' big one-on-one matchup here tonight. And I think the big question is, you see Daniel Roberts, is he going to be able to maintain course and speed? Because he's been a little bit of off the rocker the past few weeks. And his opponent from Concord, New Hampshire, weighing 244 pounds, the blacksmith from FIP, Devil Dog. That's right, Devil Dog Hartford, making his big return at Guaranteed Money, being inserted into the G-Money briefcase matchup. Unfortunately, we can see didn't win the briefcase, but nonetheless a big return, and that would prompt him an opportunity to cash in on an open challenge for Jaden Walker's national championship on the last episode of Blackout. But it was War and Peace that would come down and cause a little bit of distraction for Devil Dog. I'm not sure if that was the reasoning behind his loss or he just wasn't fully there that night to take the national title from Jaden Walker. You gotta imagine he's thinking it's War and Peace. That is the cause and factor of that loss. Though he hasn't publicly stated that. Right out the gate, big kicks from the Blacksmith into a pinfall quickly and only getting a 1 count on the badass Brit. Springboard splash there from Devil Dog. Gotta imagine trying to get his footing back in on this one. Had a big opportunity stripped away from him on the last episode. He could have been the national champion right here, right now, tonight. Some reason. Oh, wait a minute. Spear through the ropes to the outside. Man, oh man. Daniel Roberts looking on. Gotta hope he doesn't get involved here. He's been a little off the rocker as of late, guys. Back in the ring after a count of 6. And now it's Scott Adams. Ooh, man. Double axe handle across the back as we see Daniel Roberts looking on closely here. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve. I don't know. Devil Dog pounding away here on Adams. Wait a minute. Daniel Roberts heading out of here. What is going on with Roberts, guys? Seemingly, he is not in his right state of mind. Oh, man. Big stomp down from Devil Dog. And could this be the seal of the deal here? 1 count kick out. Roberts no longer at ringside. You know, Scott Adams has done nothing to Daniel Roberts. But it seems like Roberts, I don't know. Maybe he can't trust Scott Adams for whatever reason. There's not been any indication as to why he shouldn't be able to trust him. Nonetheless, he has walked out of this matchup. Another count on the outside. 5 count for Scott Adams, back to his feet and now back into the ring, breaking the count at 6. Devil Dog not letting up any fight. Back body drop, dumped over the top rope to the outside. Scott Adams going to try to reclaim some footing here. Look at this, he's wondering where Daniel Roberts has gone, and now a pinfall kick out. Gotta wonder what's going through the mind of Scott Adams. Look at this. Snake eyes in the corner. Prompting another pinfall for Devil Dog. 2 kick out. Both of these superstars got a little bit on the mind, which could be preventing them from being 100% here tonight. Roberts just walked out on Adams, and now Devil Dog, big stomp down. As you know, in the back of his head, he's wondering if War and Peace is going to be involved here tonight. Cradled suplex. Another pinfall. Is this enough for Devil Dog? No, it's not. 2 count, kick out. We go off the ropes, Devil Dog. Up and over goes Adams. Once again on the rebound. Big time spine buster and another hook. And here it is. 1, 2. No. Again kicked out by Adams. Nice show of resiliency for Scott Adams, the badass Brit, trying to hang it in here. Another big stomp down on the back of the head. 2 count, 3 count. Devil Dog gets the job done. Well, maybe War and Peace isn't on the mind of Devil Dog as much as I thought he was. Gotta be there a little bit, though. He did take away a title opportunity from him, but it looks like Daniel Roberts, I don't know, man. Does he not want to have anything to do with Scott Adams? Was that weighing on Adams in this matchup, wondering what the hell is going on with Daniel Roberts? Is that why he took the fall here tonight? Here is your winner, Devil Dog. Big victory for Devil Dog Hartford, maybe. Gonna get himself back in line to get a championship shot in the upcoming shows. We'll have to find out. Big victory here tonight. Oh, that's right, guys. A lot of action going on here tonight. But also a lot of action going on next weekend when we get the return of the house show with 3 big scheduled matches coming right at you in Las Vegas, the home of the 3Dub Studios. Check this out. Cruella gonna get a big match up against indie star from Mississippi, Big Julie, making a debut here in 3Dub Wrestling. We got another return, Gorilla Cruise, straight from Ape City on the house show, taking on Joe Rivers. And then announced a couple weeks ago, Mad Dog X and TJ Renegade in a hardcore style matchup in the main event of the house show next weekend. Guys, this past week we had some social media content, including this promo of the week, Undying Legacy from Townsend Enterprises, Will King. We also had 3 Dogs Night, a throwback segment featuring the title match of Jack Harvey, Josh Armstrong, and Devil Dog. And we also heard Danny Moore's theme song, Muse, all released on social media and YouTube. Guys, be sure to check those out. Like and follow all of social media. Guys, we still have a lot of action coming to you tonight. Be sure to subscribe to 3Dub Wrestling on YouTube if you haven't already, if you are liking all of this action. Guys, we got another singles matchup coming up next. Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 245 pounds, Jay Monster. He goes by Jay Monster, otherwise known as John Fuhrhelm. Speaking of the house show, got his 3Dub debut just about a month ago on the house show. Wasn't able to get the victory there, but now he is here tonight at Blackout. We're going to make his main brand debut. Maybe he can get a victory here tonight in Fresno. Dallas, Texas, weighing 225 pounds, Warren Peace. We talked a lot about War and Peace in the previous match and his happenings and doings against Devil Dog Hartford. Well, I can only imagine. I have my assumptions here, because we know that War and Peace was not who we thought he was in season 9. In fact, it was his, we're going to say, quote-unquote, evil twin brother, Chris Chaos, that would take the place of War and Peace for the majority of season 9. And War and Peace would make his return here in season 10 officially, knocking off his brother Chris Chaos in order to get himself into that guaranteed money briefcase match where we've seen Devil Dog return. And it has been the chip on Warren's shoulder of Devil Dog's return, claiming he is the one that spoiled the opportunity for War and Peace to win guaranteed money. And not only that, a little upset that Devil Dog didn't notice it wasn't War and Peace, it was Chris Chaos. But you know what? Devil Dog had a lot going on at that time. Can't really fault Devil Dog. Look at this. John trying to show a little show of respect. War and Peace not having it. And guys, what has gotten into Peace lately? That is the big question. Definitely been a little bit more of an angry individual, War and Peace has. Ever since he's returned, and you gotta imagine, you got an evil twin brother that takes your spot without anybody knowing. You know, that could definitely play havoc on your mindset, you know, trying to go after championships and get big victories. Of course, being halted by that little switcheroo from his brother. War and Peace almost having to start all the way at the bottom and try to climb himself back up. And maybe that's why he's not fond of Devil Dog's return. Maybe he thinks that that should have been his spot. Camel clutch submission here. John able to hang on for long enough. Here comes Peace now. Well, I thought he was going for something big. Maybe he's just going after that referee here. Got him hemmed up on the ropes, War and Peace. Trying to make a statement here tonight, guys. And maybe that's exactly what he's going to do. Big slam down into the pinfall. 1 count, 2 count, and 3. Almost 3. Almost. Now it's John. John back in the driver's seat, trying to get a little pinfall himself. Springboard forearm takes down Peace. Kick to the mid. Oh, man! Face crusher right on the mat. And is that going to be enough to change around the momentum in favor for Jay Monster? Now climbs up to the top. Looking for a big maneuver. Man, missing with the frog splash. Missing with a frog splash. But right back to it goes John. Ripcord inside out lariat. Big bomb there from Jay Monster, looking to make a big impact here tonight on his main brand debut, and a second frog splash missed by Monster. And right back to it though. Twice now he missed a big frog splash from the top rope. It goes right back to it, but here is War and Peace. And War and Peace! War and Peace! War and Peace! Can he make him tap right here? Not gonna happen. Enough damage done, though, to the leg. And look out. Warren dropping him down. Dropping him down with an attitude adjustment. Another pinfall. John kicks out. See now the graphic. The next episode of the Pillar to Post podcast will be just a week before Summer of Sin. We'll have special guest General Manager Hunter Deal in attendance with us. Be sure to catch that here in just a couple weeks as we preview the Summer of Sin Premium Live event. And off the top to the outside, thin matted concrete neck breaker from War and Peace. And oh man, Peace going to town on John Fuhrhelm on the outside here, and now another big maneuver on the thin matted concrete. Oh man. War and Peace inside. Oh no, wait. To the outside, taking him down. To the outside. Big maneuver for War and Peace. Peace is all amped up here tonight. Just like we talked about Devil Dog getting back in position for a championship, that's exactly what War and Peace is trying to do here. And now, from the top, my God, risking life and limb is War and Peace. Back to the inside, and there's a frog splash for you. Springboard variety, hook in the leg. 2 count, 3. War and Peace gets the dub. And I feel like Fuhrhelm had no chance in this matchup with the head of steam that War and Peace came into this one with. He is not playing around by any stretch of the imagination, guys. War and Peace is on a mission. Look at this, the death-defying move to the outside, and then once again from the top rope, War and Peace risking it all to get the dub here tonight in a springboard frog splash on the lower back of Fuhrhelm would be the leg hooker pinfall victory for War and Peace. War and Peace. Well, Devil Dog gets a victory, and so does War and Peace. Big time matchup win for War and Peace. And you got to imagine what that's going to consult into over the next couple of weeks. As you know, he's still got his sights on Devil Dog Hartford. There he is right there. There's Devil Dog.
Peace.
Oh, wait a minute.
Peace, you need to stop. I had already told you that if you feel a certain way about me leaving and not sending you a goddamn Christmas card, we can have a discussion about it. Hell, I already opened that dialogue.
Oh, really? I'm the one that needs to stop? Christmas card? Do you think that's what this is about, is some Christmas card? First of all, I wasn't even a part of your group. That was my twin brother, Chris, impersonating me. Jesus, you figured while you were gone, you at least watched the product.
For you to waltz your happy ass down here and interfere in an opportunity for me to hold gold and take a huge step in my comeback, that's a bitch ass Townsend Enterprises type shit.
Okay, so you're mad that I interfered in your championship match. Don't get it twisted, Devil Dog. You interfered in my guaranteed money. With your triumphant return, You didn't qualify for it. So you took guaranteed money out of my pocket. So I took the national championship out of your pocket. Because let's face it, if it wasn't for me, Jaden Walker would have never walked out champion. That would have went to my brother, Chris Chaos. And then you want to talk about Townsend? Fine. It's Townsend Inc. Bitchology. Don't care. This is War and Peace giving you back, paid in full for what you did to me at guaranteed money. You want to settle this in the ring? We can settle in this ring. We can settle it right now. There's a referee over there getting coffee. He can come in. We can fight right now.
It could have just as easily been you here tonight in this match. Hell, there should have been a line of 30 dudes running down this ramp for this opportunity, but I didn't see War and Peace anywhere. I looked left, I looked right as I was getting my gear on, and I was the first one down there in that ring in front of Walker.
Okay, Devil Dog, yeah, you're right. You beat us all to the punch to Jaden Walker's open challenge. War and Peace and others weren't in line, weren't around. You know what? I was around to stop you. Just like I'm going to stop your whole comeback tour. Hope you're ready for your release papers, because they're going to be signed with a white flag.
Oh, man. Yeah, tensions just keep getting deeper and deeper between these two. What is going to happen between Devil Dog and War and Peace? Well, speaking of the open challenge from Jaden Walker, will we see one here tonight from the international champion, Dylan Mason? Guys, be sure to hit that like button and stay tuned with us. Let's see what Mason has to say here tonight. Please welcome, from the Netherlands, he is the international champion, Dylan Mason. Well, if you didn't have a chance to watch the last episode of Blackout and what we're talking about with this open challenge from Jaden Walker, there would be a moment in episode 3 where Jaden would run into Dylan Mason backstage. I think Dylan thought that he was trying to get a match with Mason, but I think Jaden may have been just looking for a little bit of advice. That advice turned into Mason talking Jaden Walker into an open challenge for his national title, in which he would go through with, and we would see Devil Dog answer that open challenge, and War and Peace, and well, controversially having a hand in that match. Well, let's see if Mason has the same thought process here tonight. See if he can one-up Jaden Walker with an open challenge of his own.
Mason with a live microphone in hand, standing in the middle of the ring, pacing back and forward like he does, speaking in such a way that grabs your attention if you're sitting in the crowd or watching at home. It means a statement will be made, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It does. It means something's going to happen that either will change the entire industry, or someone will try and interrupt me and they will get dropped on their heads with a blood eagle. Now, last time, someone backstage approached me. He had a championship of his own, and he challenged me. He believed he was on my level. He believed that he could show the world exactly what he has inside of himself. Now, me as a leader for Worldwide Wrestling, a leader of this locker room, a leader of professional wrestling in its entirety, I like to lead by example. So tonight I'm going to do that. But before that, I gave him advice. Go to the ring, do an open challenge, and win. Successfully defend your championship. And he did exactly that, but he still isn't ready. He's not ready by a long shot. It's going to take years and years and years and years to get close to what Dylan Mason is. But as I said, I'm going to lead by example, because that's what I do. So tonight, here in front of all you lovely people, of my followers, of my worshippers and my haters, I'm going to issue an open challenge for my international championship, but not just for this locker room. No, the locker room of any place in the world. So that means whoever is in the vicinity of this ring, even if you're in the crowd, you bought a ticket, you just want to show the world that you have what it takes. So anyone who wants to face Dylan Mason, anyone in this world, play your music.
Uh-oh! Wait a minute. I haven't ever heard this theme. Who is this? Who is this, guys? Who in the... Oh, hell no! What? What? Kurt Brooks! What in the world? Dylan Mason calls out any superstar from any promotion all over the world, and look who just walked in to the Freedom Arena, guys. Long time no see from Kurt Brooks, making his return to Freedom Wrestling right here, right now, to confront Dylan Mason. My God, guys. Oh, man, listen to this place. The arrival is here. And Mason not stepping down. Kurt Brooks, guys. Oh man, this is gonna be one hell of a matchup. It doesn't look like we're gonna get that match here tonight. Neither of them are in ring gear. But the open challenge has been answered by Kurt Brooks, guys. Face to face with Mason. Man, what a match this is gonna be! Could the International Championship be at stake between these two? Oh man, guys! Man, oh man! What a moment! Kurt Brooks has returned to Freedom Wrestling.
Tonight on Ray's AI Shite, Ireland, we journey to the Emerald Isle of Mystery for a special presentation. Built under suspicious circumstances, we investigate evidence that the Square Shopping Center in Tala was constructed to cover up a UFO crash site. we visit Dromoland, a town overrun by an invasive extraterrestrial species. We walk around and look at all the weird stuff going on in this bleeding kip. Later, we uncover the legend of Steamer O'Toole, who put County Leitrim on the map in 1989 when he demonstrated his paranormal ability to eat haunted potatoes and shit out ghosts. Christ on a bike, what in the fuck? All this and more coming up tonight on Ray's AI. Shite.
What a moment we just witnessed, guys! The return of Kurt Brooks seemingly to take on Dylan Mason. But here we go, gearing up for our next matchup, guys. Be sure to hit that like button and stay tuned with us. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Netherlands, weighing 247 pounds, representing Los Salvadores, being accompanied by Jimmy Shadow and Justin the Living Legend, Yaroon Mercury. Yaroon Mercury. Oh, listen to this crowd. These guys attacking Tuan Montana on the entrance ramp during Chris Connolly's matchup on the last episode of Blackout, sending their message to the main event icon. And this crowd anticipating the former two-time King of the Ring. Texas, weighing 237 pounds, Tuan Montana. Oh, a little bit of a mixed reaction here tonight for the main event icon, the Icon Emperor, former two-time King of the Ring, the only man who has done it in 3-Dub history. A man that feels he was cut short of guaranteed money 2 seasons in a row, and now looks to take on one of the 3 members of Los Salvadores. But the question is, are all 3 members going to be involved in this matchup, guys? We know how they have been playing the game as of late. Since their return to 3-Dub Wrestling, they have done nothing but cause havoc for Chris Connolly, for Dylan Mason, and for now, this man, Tuan Montana. And it looks like tonight, Tuan's going to get his hands on Yaroon Mercury, but what is going to be the cost of that? We're going to find out right here, right now, guys. And here is the bell. Right out the gate, Tuan Montana with Hall of Famer Yaroon Mercury, quick pinfall, 1 count, kick out. Big matchup for Tuan right here, guys. Former world champion, Hall of Famer Yaroon Mercury. Of course, alongside his Los Salvadores compadres. Hopefully they don't get involved here tonight. Nicely done. Around the world DDT. Now it's Yaroon in the driver's seat. Look at this, leg lock. Leg lock in the corner. And can Tuan get to the ropes? No, he's gonna kick his way out of the hold. And now Yaroon with the chin breaker. Right hand block, kick to the midsection. Here's Tuan now, scooping him up. Looking for Snake Eyes in the corner. There we go. Twan feels like he was snubbed and guaranteed money 2 seasons in a row. Gotta believe he is yearning for that spot that Chris Connolly has. And that's probably why he came ringside on the last episode during Connolly's matchup. And that, of course, proved to be a bad idea as Los Salvadores got involved attacking Twan, and now look at Jimmy's shadow distracting Twan, and now a rope break right there. Rune Mercury, long-time veteran. Oh man, knows exactly how to navigate around this ring. Here comes Twan now on his back for the pinfall right in front of Los Salvadores, and a kick out at 2. The graphic at the bottom. Be sure to check out the next episode of Blackout, September 15th, in 2 weeks. A little less than 2 weeks. And now a pinfall for Twan, but look at this. The distraction from Los Salvadores could have been the ending of this matchup for Twan. Now a turnbuckle's been removed, and now Twan's attention is on the living legend, and here's your rune from behind. The tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker. Changing back to look at this. Busted open is your rune, and in the corner with a lariat smashing Twan Montana. Here we go, up to the top rope. It's Jeroen missing with an elbow. Twan was able to get out of the way. Big opportunity now off the rope. Oh man, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And it is Twan now. Back and forth between these two. And Jeroen now on his feet. And here comes the living legend again. Come on, man. Removing the turnbuckle again, and a submission hold on Twan. He's going to power himself out. Here we go. Scooped up once again, looking for that snake eyes on the turnbuckle. Boy, it would have been good to see him drop on that removed turnbuckle. A little taste of your own medicine. Jeroen quickly rolling out of the ring, avoiding danger from Twan on the mid-rail, but right back to the action. And look at this, cradled inside suplex. Nicely done. Twan Montana. Here we go. There's that fist drop from the mid-rail. More than likely what we were going to see moments ago before Jeroen rolled out of the ring, and a picked up powerbomb and a knee to the face, man. And once again, Jeroen quickly to the outside and taking down Twan with a lariat. I hope that Los Salvadores stays on their end of the ring here. And a cradled suplex this time from Jeroen on the thin, matted concrete. Count of 7, Jeroen thrown back into the ring, and Twan quickly to follow, breaking the count at 8. And there's blood all over the ring. And a big Kinshasa from Jeroen Mercury. And what's he got here, guys? Got him hemmed up. Got him hemmed up. And Twan has no choice. Twan has no choice but to tap to the Hall of Famer. And what a victory for Jeroen Mercury. Just like that. To say several submission opportunities, and finally getting the STF on and able to make the former two-time King of the Ring tap. What a matchup. Back and forth between both individuals. Jeroen coming out on top with that submission right there. Oh, wait a minute, guys. And now Twan fighting back. Jeroen trying to set up the ambush, and Twan's fighting back here. Oh man, and the numbers just too much. And now a steel chair. Come on, guys. A steel chair. Oh no, wait, here comes Connolly. Connolly, who claims he has nothing to do with Twan Montana anymore, just saved his ass from a brutal beatdown. Los Salvadores, those dirtbags, we're gonna try to attack Twan with a steel chair, but the guaranteed money briefcase holder, his former tag team partner, comes to save the day, and look at this. A show of respect from Twan, and not received by Chris Connolly. But he said he has nothing to do with Twan anymore, but he's not going to let Los Salvadores stand in the way. And man, oh man. Oh, wait a second. Hey, Jaden, come here. I got something to ask you. We know we have Summer of Sin coming up, and you've had some contenders step up to the plate. Will Devil Dog be an opponent of yours, or will it be War and Peace? Let me know who you think you want to defend that title against.
I appreciate the sentiment, Dewey. Despite the history that Devil Dog and I have had here in 3-Dub, I can admit that anytime I'm in the ring with him, I have my work cut out for him because he's not somebody who goes down without a fight. But as for what's next, I saw the match that he had and the match that War and Peace had. And since I'm sure Devil Dog wants a few more licks at me, and I don't mind getting another win over a former world champion, and War and Peace or his brother Chris Chaos, whichever one's showing up for work today, can't seem to keep my name or Team Tap Out's name out of their mouths, I'm thinking that at Summer of Sin, the three of us should have ourselves a triple threat match for this national championship and see who really wants it more. Because I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Dewey. I'm not just the national champion here in 3-Dub. I'm the A champion. Because I've beaten world champions, I've outlasted world champions, I've survived countless title defenses, and have proven that whether it's pinfall, submission, or knockout, Jaden Walker is not just the shark, but he is the walking weapon, and 3-Dub stands for We Want Walker.
Well, there you have it, man. Triple threat announced for Summer of Sin for the national title. Jaden Walker defend against War and Peace and Devil Dog. What's this? Here's CFT arriving to the arena again. Wait a minute.
Listen, CFT. Los Salvadores will be making an appearance in the main event tonight. But it has nothing to do with you or your boys. This is all about Los Salvadores and Chris Connolly business. So I really would appreciate it if your guys would stay out of our way.
You know what, Jimmy? That sounds fair to me. I won't get involved in your business, but you better not get involved in mine. Because if you do, I promise you, Los Salvadores will have a much bigger problem than Chris Connolly. Because Townsend Enterprises will be coming for you.
Oh, well, looks like we got some sort of agreement between Los Salvadores and Townsend Enterprises in the main event later tonight, guys. What is that going to be all about? I don't know, but that is what's coming still tonight. The main event, the Star Killer, Chris Harris, and the guaranteed money briefcase holder, Chris Connolly, not Connolly, as mentioned by Hunter Deal earlier tonight. Guys, a lot of action still to come, including an exclusive interview with Josh Armstrong. We'll get to that in just a minute, but first, some breaking news regarding the situation and the John Awesome situation, guys. Of course, on the last episode of Blackout, it was determined that John Awesome would receive a suspension. And upon his suspension, he was arrested and charged with battery. Although we have not come to the bottom of that yet, he has been released on bond. And we will get more information regarding that. But currently, John Awesome is under suspension. Speaking of suspension, Josh Armstrong made his return at Guaranteed Money, and we are going to have an exclusive interview with Josh here in just a moment, guys, talking about his return and the fireball he took to the face. Guys, check out this exclusive interview. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dewey Danielson, and I'm here with an exclusive interview with Josh Armstrong. Now, Josh, we know you just returned after a 90-day suspension, and we know that upon your return, you were struck in the face with fire from Will King. Now, before we get into this interview, I hope everything is going okay with you. I hope you're recovering well, but please tell us, Josh, how you feeling?
How am I feeling? What kind of question is that, Dewey? For 90 days. Do you know how long it's been? 90 days. I had to sit back on the sidelines. I had to watch all of my parents succeed in my absence. And at Guaranteed Money, when I get the word that I could come back, what happens? Huh, Dewey? What the happens? I try to put it all behind me and help out an old friend. And what do I get for it? I get a fireball to my f***ing face. No one checked on Josh Armstrong. No one saw or thought to see how I'm doing. Not even you, Dewey. All your broadcasts, and you never once said, hey, let's say a prayer for Josh Armstrong. He's an asshole, but I wish him best. You didn't even ask about my face. But I get it. Will King and your little plan to be relevant again. No more.
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead and cut him off. Go ahead and cut him off, guys. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish this interview with Josh Armstrong. Maybe we can pick it up at a later date. Obviously, right now he is not in the state of mind to be answering these kind of questions. So, we'll pick this up. But hope all is well with Josh. Thanks for joining us in this exclusive interview.
Did you know that in Japan, sushi is a crop that grows directly from the ground and can be harvested? Japanese farmers cultivate sushi in sushi fields. Sushi seeds are carefully nurtured, producing a variety of flavors and styles, from classic tuna sushi to innovative fusion flavors. As the harvest season approaches, farmers meticulously pick the ripest and most flavorful sushi from the fields, ready for the market.
Dog grooming is physically demanding, emotionally exhausting, and most days, you're completely alone.
I'm a dog groomer. I once booked 3 clients while scraping diarrhea off a Yorkie and crying into a microfiber mitt.
Calls come in non-stop, clients cancel with 0 notice, and your only coworker is a Bluetooth speaker from 2014.
One woman texted, "just outside," and never showed up. I shaved my own arm out of spite.
And for a while, you try to do it all.
But then I got Cora, and my whole world changed.
Cora is an AI receptionist. She handles your calls, your appointments, your sanity.
She answered 5 calls while I was elbow deep in a triple-coated Malamute named Gary.
She even rescheduled a no-show. I didn't know that was possible. Someone called asking if we groom emotional support snakes. Cora handled it. I didn't even know.
Cora doesn't bathe dogs, she doesn't trim nails, but she makes it possible for you to do all of it without losing your mind.
She booked my whole week. I didn't even check my phone. I just groomed.
Cora. For when your therapist says, maybe stop answering your phone during anal gland expressions. Visit meetcora.ai to learn more and to save your sanity.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is the main event. Here we go, guys. Big time matchup coming up next. Introducing first from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 265 pounds, the Extreme Chris Connolly. A much anticipated matchup here tonight, guys. And we have already heard a lot of rumors about some involvement in this matchup. Will Los Salvadores come down here? Who else could be involved in this main event? Especially after the big doings of Townsend Enterprises on the last episode of Blackout. And of course, after what was said at the beginning of the show here tonight, here comes the Star Killer and Townsend Enterprises. And his opponent, being accompanied by Townsend Enterprises from Columbus, Ohio, weighing 241 pounds, is the Star Killer, Chris. Just like earlier in the night to open the show, being flanked by his now, I guess, fiance, the women's TV champion Danny Moore. And behind them, the global champion, can't even believe I'm still saying that, Clarence Fletcher Townsend. And the muscle of Townsend Enterprises, Lance Hagen. Listen to this crowd, letting Chris Harris know exactly how they feel. Well, this is a must-win situation for Chris Harris here tonight. He has to beat Chris Connolly in order to get a shot at Hexen for the World Heavyweight Championship at Summer of Sin. Can he do it here tonight? And here's the bell in the main event, and Connolly right out the gate taking it to the Star Killer. Pinfall, and look at Hagen. Right away, Hagen pulling the referee out. And that is a good way to get thrown out of here. Man, Chris Connolly could have put this away right away, guys. Could have been the spoiler to Chris Harris's title opportunity. And some of you may be questioning, why isn't Chris Connolly getting the same opportunity? Well, Connolly has an opportunity already, and it resides in that briefcase that he has been carrying around. Of course, the ability to cash in that briefcase at any given time for any championship in 3-dub. Now in the big event. Guys, let me know in the comments if you're following along in this main event. Who do you think is going to take it? Will Chris Connolly come out on top and look better than ever before he cashes in? When he cashes in, who knows? We'll only have to find out through time. Or will it be the Star Killer here tonight? Will Chris get an opportunity at the undefeated Hexen and 3-dub World Heavyweight Championship? Chris up to the top and double axe handle right down on the forearm of Connolly into a pinfall, wrench in the neck, 1 count, 2 count, kick out. You got all this insurance policy surrounding the ring for Chris Harris. You got nobody down here to help Connolly, and does he need it? I don't know. And a big splash. Harris able to roll out of the way. Good conscious effort by Chris Harris. I think a big question, especially after what's already happened here tonight, is Twan Montana in the corner of Chris Connolly. Oh, man. Flying crossbody over the top rope. We've seen Twan try to reach a handshake for Chris Connolly, and it wasn't accepted earlier tonight. But if Connolly gets in trouble, will it be Twan that comes down to help him out? I don't know, guys. Big right hands in the corner, and now Connolly tries to power himself out. And a big DDT, man. Connolly up on the mid-rail, looking for a double axe handle of his own, a receipt from earlier, and now it's a pinfall. And count kick out's all he's gonna get. Look at this. CFT removing that turnbuckle pad. Oh man, what a big boot. Secession. Oh man, big savate kick taking him down. Chris Connolly, man, has been looking phenomenal since winning that briefcase. He's got a big task here, and you see Lance once again trying to get involved in this matchup, this time trying to get Chris Connolly. Unsuccessfully, though. Good wits about him is Connolly. The extreme one. See what he can do here. Chris Harris trying to keep his wits about him. Slammed into the turnbuckle and now lifted to the top. Could be bad news. Man, what a right hand. Sending Harris down out of the ring to the outside. Sliding outside is Connolly. Gonna take this fight on the outside. Count restarts at 1. And now it's Chris Harris, that is. A couple of Chris's in this matchup. Chris Harris and Chris Connolly. Not to be mistaken for Chris Connolly, as said by General Manager. I'm not sure if that was a dig at Chris Connolly or what, but nonetheless, here we are, back in the ring. Here's Connolly now, stomping a mud hole in Harris. Here we go, rolled over in the corner. 1, 2, count kick out right in front of Townsend Enterprises. You gotta imagine, guys, any of these pinfalls could be the end of this matchup. And right here, Chris Connolly could put away Harris. 2 count, another 2 3/4 kick out for Harris. What are you doing, Lance? Oh, and that little distraction was enough, and Harris with a pile driver. Just that slight distraction from Hagen to get up there and once again remove the turnbuckle pad was just enough for Harris to turn around the momentum. Put him up, Hurricane Rana brings him down right in the middle of the ring. There we go, big right hand. Look at Harris now looking to set something. Look at how busted open he is at the moment. Another crossbody. Here's Harris taking it to Connolly. Has to take a breather and roll outside. Quickly back inside. Kick to the mid. Oh no! Here we go! Connolly! X marks the spot! X marks the spot! And that could be good night to Harris's title opportunity, and no, a kick out. Kick out at 2. Harris kicks out from X marks the spot. The power bomb cutter made famous by Connolly. Here's Harris rolling to the outside. Right in the middle of his compadres. Oh man. Massive shots to the open wound. Right in front of Townsend. Chris Connolly don't give a damn. And look out right into CFT. Harris third right into CFT, and now gouging that open wound and continuing to go to work right in the middle of Townsend, and Connolly don't give a damn. Connolly don't give a damn. Whatever it takes, and now missing with the springboard. Attempted DDT and a roll up from Harris. Roll up, 2, kick out. Man. Harris taking the majority of the punishment in this matchup, and he seemingly still has it together. At least enough to try to get the advantage here. Look at CFT. What are you doing, man? I think the referee, Steve Zeebs, needs to handle Townsend. Need to get them guys out of here. They have no business at ringside. Neither do these guys. Look who's coming down. They said they were going to come down, guys. They said Los Salvadores will be making an appearance in the main event. And CFT, hold on. 2 count kick out for Harris, CFT, and Lance, making sure Los Salvadores don't get any further. They made it clear that their intentions are strictly towards Chris Connolly. It want nothing to do with Townsend or Chris Harris, and here comes the backup. Now Los Salvadores is surrounded on the ring ramp. Townsend, CFT not taking any chances here. And now here's Connolly. Here's Connolly again, guys. Connolly. X marks the spot. Dead center of the ring. And a hook of the leg. Connolly, 2, and another kick out for Harris. Man, oh man. Harris staying alive here. Connolly, man, oh man, taking it to Harris. Los Salvadores on the outside, surrounded by Townsend Enterprises. Things just heated up big time in this main event. The ropes, oh man. Basement neckbreaker. Connolly still got one up on Harris here. 2 X marks the spots. Haven't been able to put him away. Can a third do it? Harris trying to get his wits about him here. Falling fist drop shades of Juice James, though I'm not sure Juice would approve of Chris Harris's antics over the past couple of months. Here we go. Spear off the apron. Down goes Connolly. Spear off the apron. Down goes Connolly. Los Salvador is still watching on from the ring ramp. Townsend Enterprises still surrounding Los Salvador, is making sure nothing happens here. And at any given moment, all of this could just explode the roof off of this place here in Fresno. You know, Connolly sees Los Salvador as what they just did to Twan, knowing that he is their target. Gotta anticipate what could be coming at the end of this matchup, especially if he gets the victory here. All kinds of brutality could be coming the way of Chris Connolly. Look at this. Danny Moore still ringside, distracting Connolly. And here comes Harris. Harris from behind, rolled up. Harris with a roll-up. 1, 2. Harris gets the win. Harris with a roll-up victory over Connolly. Oh, man. Oh, man, what a victory for Chris Harris. And it looks like he's going to face Hexen at Summer of Sin for the world title. Look at the roll-up victory in Connolly. Connolly is furious. Connolly is furious, guys. What a victory for Chris Harris. My God. And now, oh, wait a minute. CFT stepping aside. CFT just stepped aside for Los Salvadores, and they're coming in on Connolly. And Connolly's trying to fight back. The same exact situation that Twan had himself in earlier tonight. Will he come save Connolly? LOS beating down Chris Connolly. Chris Harris and CFT and Danny hightailing. Oh, there's Sander. Sander attacking Caleb Stone. What is going on here? And now Team Tap Out. Tap out! Oh, and Townsend's getting attacked here! Here comes Hagen! Hagen taken out by Tanner! Guys, here comes the rest of Tap Out! Taking out Lars! Oh, man! Carnage all over ringside! Los Salvadores attacking Connolly on the inside! Tap Out and Sander attacking Townsend Enterprises, and now, oh man, TJ just went flying off the ramp. Oh man, Bella Roberts just attacked Danny as they were trying to hightail it out of the arena. Bella Roberts sends her message. And the Monarchy out here joining. Monarchy, Mad Dog, of course, going after TJ, but look at, oh man, suplex into the Titantron. Oh, look out, Mad Dog, guys, there is carnage happening all over the ringside, and oh man, Rain DDT on Roscoe, choke slam, Lance Hagen, Lance, another choke slam. And look at Lars taking out the national champion, goes flying to the concrete. Townsend turning the tides here. And Los Salvador is still attacking Chris Connolly and Harrison CFT trying to make it out of here. CFT, oh, there's Hexen. The world champ takes out Harris. Hexen! Oh man! Oh man! Man, oh man, guys! What carnage here in the main event to close out the show. Oh my goodness, guys, Harris is motionless. Man, what a way to end the show, guys. Man, oh man. Well, thanks for joining me here tonight in Fresno for Blackout. Don't forget to vote for Match and Moment of the Night. The poll's going to be released tomorrow morning. But I'm Dewey Danielson, signing out for another exciting night. Thanks for joining me, and you have yourselves a good one. See you next time.